Hey y'all, hey, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to my little corner of these YouTube streets. My name is Tanisha James. I'm affectionately known as Coach Tuka, and I'm here today because it is my mission to help as many women as I possibly can get themselves free, all right, from the prison of needing to lose weight. Not just physical weight, mental, emotional, spiritual, relational, all the weights. I can help you with it, all right? Just 5 years ago, just 5 short years ago, we're coming up on my anniversary on May the 11th, I will have been 80 pounds heavier than I am today. Do you hear me? Don't tell me what God won't do. Please don't tell me what God won't do, okay? Because just 5 years ago, hey, Sherelle, your girl was a classroom teacher, okay? Uh, Wondering if I should go do Uber or DoorDash. Which one? Okay. Uber, DoorDash, it don't matter, but I'm leaving here, okay? I have to tell some of those stories, okay? But what I knew is not just in my heart, I knew that God was calling me to do more, all right? The problem was your girl was just not energy wise, okay? Didn't have the energy. I was extremely exhausted. Had debilitating menstrual cycles, fibroids that moved in my stomach. Um, yeah, it was just ocular migraines, addiction to sugar, severe anemia, high blood pressure, obese, you name it. I had all the things. And God, baby, came for me. All right. You know how you be like, Lord, if you get me out of this, okay? And because he got me out, I said, I'm going to get some people, okay? And so that's what I do here every day. I do everything I can to help women who are where I once was know that there's still hope, that we're not too far gone. It's not over. Get up, fight another day. Okay. And here's what I want to share with you today. First thing I want to say is make sure you are subscribed. If you are not subscribed, baby, what are you doing? I'm here every day at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like, we together, okay? We together. So I need you to go subscribe so you can get these notifications when I go live, and you don't have to worry about getting a text or an email. You're going to get notified by YouTube. Thank you very much. Okay. And if anything I say today blesses you, don't you gatekeep nothing. All right. Good friends don't do that. Share with your friends. So here's what I was thinking about today, because my entire theme for the week, I teach in themes. So my theme for the week is everything to do with suffering through weight loss. Like, we treat it like something that we have to suffer through. So I was giving it some thought, and I said, you know what, Lord, I'm trying to think of like when I was there back then. I always take myself back to that version of myself that's 280 pounds, laying in the bed, praying to God, asking him for the abundant life that he promised me, and trying to figure out what's taking him so long to give it to me and what I need to do to get it. All right. And I remember in that season, this is why I'm sharing this, because I know somebody else. And if what I'm saying is you, please tell me if I'm correct or not. All right. I just was like, you just need to try harder. Okay. You need to have more willpower. You just need to be more disciplined, right? And some of this is true. I did need to be more disciplined. The thing that I was unclear about, that I hadn't quite figured out in that season of my life, is the road to becoming disciplined. So I thought it was something you will yourself to do, like you say, just be stronger and just right, and then it'll happen. All right. So here's what I firmly, firmly, firmly believe: you don't need more willpower. You do not need more willpower. What you do need, though, is to stop thinking that in order for weight loss to happen, and for it to be real, and for it to be something that you can do and something that you can keep up, you have to stop thinking that it has to feel like you're on some sort of punishment. All right. We don't embrace boundaries, limits, structure. We automatically associate those things with something that looks like we on punishment, we in trouble. Okay. We're being deprived. Okay. So what that leads to is then it makes us be out here suffering, and we're calling it a strategy because we out here fighting us. I'm at war with me. Yeah, you at war with you every day. You wrestling with you. All day long. Do it. Don't do it. Dragging yourself to do stuff that you feel like is making you miserable, trying to press your way through every day. Like that's the only way that is gonna like prove that you're some kind of serious. And so I want to ask you, what if, my God, today, what if the problem isn't like you've been telling yourself you just need to be stronger, but what if the problem isn't that you're not strong enough? What if the problem is not that you are not strong enough? What if the problem is, though, that you are addicted to struggle? What if the problem is you are addicted to struggle? You are accustomed to struggle. All right. So here's what I know about people. I get the blessed opportunity to work with people every single day, and I thank God for it. I've done it my entire life as a teacher, and the fact that I still get to do what He told me to do and help people and talk to people, it's a blessing to me. So I talk to lots of people every single day, thousands in a week, okay? And here's what I know. If something feels like it's too easy or it's too simple, we don't trust it. Like most of us don't trust something if it feels like it's gonna be too easy. If it feels like this is a manageable thing you're asking me to do, then we second guess it. If we didn't go to the gym and sweat till we can't sweat no more, we don't feel like it counted. We don't feel like that was a good enough workout. If lunchtime come and you ain't hungry, you think something wrong. Okay? So here's what I want to tell you. Our bodies don't respond to us punishing the body. Our bodies are craving, they are looking for, they are begging us to provide it with a peaceful environment. Our bodies want peace, not this. Okay? The body, like, sis, what you trying to do to me over here? Okay? This is aggressive. All right? So our bodies don't respond to punishment. Our bodies respond to when we give it a peaceful place. You keep thinking you need more willpower. What you need is a system that you don't have to suffer through. All right? And let me say this clearly. Willpower is great in everything, but see, I look at things that create transformation. I'm looking for transformation, complete change. My name ain't took a 180 for nothing. I'm looking for a complete turn around. Yeah, for everybody who didn't know where Tuka came from, it came because I took a 180-degree turn from the person I used to be. And guess what? You don't get that with willpower. Willpower is just like motivation. It's the same as waiting to its feelings, its emotions based. It's fleeting. It leaves you. It's temporary. It goes away. It's there in the morning and not in the middle of the day. It's strong, at 8 a.m. and nowhere to be found at 7:35. All right. So willpower is never going to be your vehicle. It's not going to be the vehicle that takes you to transformation. It might be enough to kind of, get the car started. It might get the vehicle, it might crank that engine and get you started, but it's not strong enough to carry you to transformation. All right. So then you're like, okay, Tuka, you said it ain't my willpower, it ain't my motivation, it ain't my struggle. Tuka, what is it? I'm telling you, I told y'all yesterday, I'm gonna say it another way. It's the beat, it's the rhythm of your life, it's the pacing. Okay, it's the rhythm, the steadiness, the consistency that you create in your life. All right. And when I say rhythm, when I say consistency, when I say pacing, steadiness, I'm not talking about box checking. Okay. In my own defense, I'm a professional box checker. Box checking has value, but I don't mean to do it just to check the box. I'm talking about a flow in your life where it's steady, where it's rhythmic, where it happens at a consistent pace, like every day, so that you can keep doing it, right? Y'all ever been somewhere y'all seen somebody dancing to a beat and they ain't not on beat, okay? They not matching the rhythm. That's how your body feel about what you're doing. Your body like, baby, I'm trying to keep up. I don't know where we're going. Like we going hard Monday, Monday we all in. Wednesday what is we doing? The body like, baby, I'm trying to catch the beat. Okay, I'm trying to catch the beat. And so you got to show the body, no, this is what we do every day. This is what we do every day. We move our bodies every day. We drink our water every day. We rest well every day. We eat real food every day. We allow space to renew our mind every day. We track every day. Every day. All right? That's it, y'all. That's all it is. But somebody like waiting on the on the extra piece. That's it. You create a rhythm of things that you do at a steady pace, sustainable things, doable things, simple things, small things. All right? And when you do it, it's gonna be like Linnell Grant. You're gonna be able to keep the beat. I don't know. She switch it up on you sometimes, but right now, she's it for me. Okay. I like everything Linnell is doing. Everything she's doing, I am in love with it. Okay. So listen, when your life has this rhythm to it, this kind of thing, that consistency, a steadiness, a pace that happens at regular intervals that you can predict. Now you can start to move. You know how to move things around it. You know what's coming next. You know when the beat going, you know you can feel it is normal. It's not rushed. It's not draining. You know what's coming next. All right. So now because you know what we do and we do it every day and we got a rhythm and we got a pace, you know what you can do now? You can plan meals that you actually like. All right. Because you do that every day. And if you don't like it today, you can switch it up until you get to a place. You can move your body in ways that don't leave you feeling like you just ran a marathon. Why? Because we ain't got to get it all in this one session. We ain't got to leave it on the floor in this one session. We do it every day. You stop allowing life to happen to you and you start making decisions, right? You start making decisions. You start waking up and saying, okay, what I'm gonna eat today? Okay, what kind of exercise I'm doing? Why? Because the plan is already in place and it's something that you do every day. And it's doable enough that you can do it every day. No matter what happens, if the bottom of the sky falls out, you could do it. All right. And so then what happens is this funny little thing. The more you create this consistency, this steady pace, the less you need willpower. So my coaching friend used to say this, Rochelle T. Parks, who's my sister, my friend, my mentor. Okay, y'all, I don't know how to do this without talking about bro. I'm sorry. She is the person that's taught me everything she knows. I know. So, and tell me how she knows. She doesn't gatekeep. She teaches me. So here's what she told me. I remember one time oh, this is so good. And I don't even know. I gotta call her and tell her you need to shirt this. Okay. This not, I didn't say this, Rose said this. And we say a lot of things that overlap because we talk a lot and we don't know whose ideas came from who. But this one, this Rose right here. Okay. So I remember one time into my journey, I was well into my journey, probably 3 years, maybe, and so for me, I went through my transformation in the pandemic. So in a lot of ways, it was this very sacred space that I felt was protective of my growth and allowed me to blossom into this beautiful butterfly. But so I did things in reverse because the flip side was when we came out of the pandemic and the world opened up. Well, then now I have to learn how to do this thing in the world with everybody when nobody's doing what I'm doing, right? I'm the only one, I'm the odd kid out. So I would say I got into, situations where I would be involved in some shenanigans. And I was talking to Ro about it, and I'm like, I just don't know the place I'm in right now. I'm trying to I'm trying to find this middle ground, where I don't gotta be all the way on, but I'm not gonna be all the way out. Somewhere right here in the middle. And she was like, Tuka, you can't, here's what I want you to know. She said, you can't get right from left. And here we go. She's a riddly girl, okay? Here we go with another riddle, okay? I'm like, girl, what that mean? What does that mean? All right. And it took me a long time, and I was reminded of it today. And so I'm going to tell you so you don't have to feel like you got to riddle exactly what it means. And I know she knew what she meant when she said it, but it just didn't land with me and what I was trying to do in life. So here's the thing, a lot of us want to be transformed, and we think the way to transformation or change or whatever the result is that we want, we think the way to that is, pushing our way through this kind of version of ourselves where we're in the middle of the road, where we don't uh we don't fully leave this side, but we over here on this healthy side too. So we still like honey buns, but we understand that sugar kills. Okay. We still will go in on some insomnia cookies, but we do understand that sugar begets sugar. Okay. We still like to go eat hot wings, but we really want to get off in Lodipine. All right. So we like trying to do this little dance right here in the middle. All right. And so what Rochelle was saying to me is until you pick a side, all right, you'll never be able to experience what it's like on both sides. So what she was saying is this: you got to fortify yourself on the side where you want to win. All right. So what she was saying to me is this: you want to stay off amlodipine. You don't want them fibroids to come back. You like not having ocular migraines, right? So you got to live on the side where you do the things that support that. And then when you do that, and you do that well, and you do that consistently, and you do that daily, and you don't get confused, and you stay right here, and you heal your body, guess what you can do? Now you can reach over here and grab you some hot wings and come on back over here. All right. To the side where you don't, where you're medication free. All right. But then you do that every day. You stay right here. Okay. You stay on the right. Don't, and then you can reach over and say, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Let me get a little dip of ice cream. All right. But we don't want to do that. We think we're gonna creep our way through the ice cream to freedom. All right. And our way is, let me just, right? That's not the way. The way is you create the systems, go through them, is make them simple. It's uncomfortable to do anything that you haven't been normally doing. Okay. Anything. You get a new job, that's uncomfortable too. We get so afraid of discomfort or growing through something. And I'm like, who are we? Are we not God's children? Are you not God's daughter? All right. Are you not his daughter? We get so uncomfortable by new things being thrown at us. We want the steady consistency, but the steady consistency that's killing us. Instead of saying, well, let me go over here. I'm gonna be uncomfortable for a season. All right. That's all it is. For a season, you're gonna be doing something different. For a season. And you're gonna get up tomorrow, you're gonna do something different. And don't you know, before you know it, it won't be long. It will not be long. But see, some of us, the moment we feel an ounce of discomfort, we out. We at the happy hour. We at Buffalo Wild Wings with they whatever days they give. Because I know they got days they give you stuff. I know because they ain't changed that much. All right. They ain't changed that much in 5 years. I don't remember what day it is. I think it was Wednesday, Tuesday, uh, Thursday, whatever day. Y'all know, whatever day it was, you get the money off the wings. Okay. The minute that day come, you done. Because it's uncomfortable to say no. And I'm like, no, just do it. Do it. Because if you keep doing it, the consistency removes the discomfort. Consistency erases discomfort. When you are consistent, you do a thing every day for a long period of time. It's going to be just like what you do now. It's something that you started doing consistency. That's why you do it without thinking now. It was once something that was unnatural to you. This almost remind me of like, I don't know. I don't know why the Lord give me these examples, y'all. Yeah, this is not took. Okay, this what he gave me, so I'm finna say it. Y'all remember when y'all was little? Y'all remember when y'all was little and maybe when y'all, but it was me. Okay, maybe I was the only one who went outside and y'all had some friends that cursed. Y'all ain't had no friends. Did y'all have them kind of friends? Just me. Y'all know you go outside and y'all got them friends that curse a little bit. Okay, Sherelle, you got them too. You had some too. Okay, you a little kid, and the first time you decide within yourself, I think I'm gonna curse with them. You was like, okay, wait, Lord, if you felt it the first time in your shanana, okay, you looking for your mama, okay, you making sure nobody grown heard you, okay. You ain't really say it with your chest. You just said it to be cool. Okay. You're just trying to roll with the squad. Okay. Then the next week, you know, you say it again. It roll off a little easier the next week. Before you know it, you out there cussing like a sailor. With ease. It's comfortable. It's I'm telling you, you like, okay, nobody saw me. Okay. I made it. But before you know it, it rolls off your tongue. And the same is true in reverse. When I figured out, oh Lord, let no profane thing come from your mouth. I had to ask the Lord now. I said, Lord, I'm gonna need your help with this one. Because I had learned how to roll the words together. Okay. I said, Lord, I'm gonna need some help. So at first, I had to think about every word that came out my mouth because I don't know, one of these might be wrong. You understand what I'm saying? But over time, now when I'm in a room with people who curse, I'm like, what is going on in here? What is going on? So I'm just trying to convince you that if you can get some consistency, willpower is the least of your concerns. How you feel, your motivation becomes the least of your concern because you can do it just like them curse words used to roll off your tongue without even thinking about it. Okay. Without even looking over your shoulder and without thinking twice about it. Okay. You can do it. So when you have consistency, you have a rhythm, you have a pace and it's steady, guess what? Your discomfort falls away. You don't need willpower like you thought you did. So it's not willpower. But I need you to stop thinking that this thing has to be a struggle. I need you to stop thinking that you got to be at war battling with you all the time to be successful. Now, what I will say is this. I'm going to say this. You are going to have to kill your flesh every day. But you should be doing that anyway if you say you love the Lord. You're going to have to do that every day. All right. Because the enemy knows, dang it, I couldn't get her this way. Well, I'm going to come another way. Before I was a married woman, okay, I'm just going to say I didn't marry Mr. James as Mary's twin. Okay. I did not. I ain't going to lie about it. All right. So then I get married and I don't got to fight that battle no more because the marriage bed is undefiled. But the devil said, oh man, dog, I thought I had her with that. Well, let me just hit her with these Oreo cookies then. Let me just hit her with these Oreo cookies. Yeah, that'll do her. That'll take her out of here. That'll get her. That'll get her. Yeah. Let me just make her think she's doing something and put her butt on some shakes. Yeah. That right there. That'll get her. She'll never learn how to hear about it. Yeah, I got her. So if he can't get you one way, he gonna get you another. So killing your flesh, denying yourself, that should be a part of your regular schedule jam anyway. So this should be no different. So you still got to do that every day. And you never needed willpower to do that. You don't kill your flesh with no willpower. I hope you don't think you do. You don't kill your flesh with no willpower. Right. I'm telling you. So, what do you do with all of this I gave you? I want you to make a decision that you will be in full pursuit of peace, that I will pursue what God desires for me. All right. God gives us all the clues. God is really simple. He's simple, okay? And he wants us to do this the same. So if you are following a plan that makes you feel guilty, ashamed, that's not God's plan. That's not the Lord's plan for you. So find something simple, doable, and then do that thing every day. I'm never going to tell you, and I'm a marathoner, which has its place. You understand what I'm saying? That's an activity that I enjoy. It is not the answer for healing my body. It's something I do because I enjoy. I do enjoy testing my body's limits to see how much strength I have. But you can heal your body. You can lose weight doing simple things. Some of us say we don't have time. How much time you got? I want you to pick up your phone and go to Instagram or that, God forbid, that other one, TikTok. Okay? And see how much time you've been on those. There's your time. You have the time. You have the time. You have it. I don't care if it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I recommend minimum of 30. You have the time. Look at Netflix. Matter of fact, get rid of your Netflix and get a walking pad. Okay? Something like that. A bike. You have the time. So make it something simple that you can do, and then you do it every day. Here's what you do. Make the habits be smaller, but once you set that thing, I need you to protect it. Like, I need you to like put a boundary around it. Make it sacred. Make it something that you protect that means a lot to you. I don't care if it's just walking 15 minutes, drinking 80 ounces of water. Should you be drinking more? Yes, but you ain't doing that. And if you do it and you keep doing it with intention, it's going to become what you do. Little bitty habits that you repeat every single day will beat these big old promises that we make every week and break. Small promises that we keep. Small promises to you that you keep will beat the big ones you keep on breaking every week with the starting over. But we think, surely, Tookie, it ain't the 80 ounces. That's just not going to be enough water. It's beating the 12 and 24 you're doing now. Surely 15 minutes won't do anything. It'll do more than the 0 you did today. Small habits that you do every day mean more than big promises that you break every single week. All right? Now, I pray you're excited, but you don't need no hype. All right? You have to build systems. So we don't motivation, getting hyped up, it has a place, okay? I love a good motivational speaker too. E.T., the hip hop preacher's faves for me. All right. E.T., one of my favorite speakers, okay? He gonna get you hype. All right. So I love a good hype man. I love a good motivational speech and some inspiration. It's one of my gifts. And that's good to get you started. But we need a plan, a system that's going to be there when you don't feel like it. So, what's your morning routine? Do you have a routine for how the day starts? I have a routine that includes talking to God. I don't have to make time to do that. It's part of what I do in the morning before I start the day. And then I move my body. So, today, 5 years later, my body does it. I don't even get the opportunity to say, I don't feel like doing this. I don't get that chance to say I don't feel like doing nothing because it's what my body does. I have a whole routine mapped out in the app with minutes and everything. You need systems. You need systems that get things done when you ain't got it. I very rarely have to worry about moving my body. It just it's gonna be a rare day you see me and say, took it. When people post, did you work out today? I don't even answer them because I don't want to be the show off in class because I do it every day. And I'm telling you, I'm not different than you. I'm not better than you. I'm not different. All I did was it every day. That's all I did was I did it every day. That's it. And now, like my coach would say, when you do this every day, you can do this every day. So I do it every day. Come on, Anthony. I'm so glad. Praise God. To God be the glory. Because that's the only person who tell me what to say when I come on here. And I know what it feels like to be like, "Argh." We in a grind culture. That's what the world teaches us. Can't be that easy. Hustle, baby. And I do think that God expects us to produce. Don't get me wrong. Production is his love language. We are supposed to be fruitful. All right. But suffering, struggling, exhaustion, just because it's wearing you out don't mean that's why I'm so thankful, y'all, to my coach. Because when I recall a lot of people that we knew were doing 75 hard and she was never on it. She said, she told me, she said, ain't nothing I do hard. You know, I'm supposed to do 75 days for hard. And she would always say, what about day 80? Because what happens in a 75 hard? What happens? You grind and you, first of all, they lost me on the one of the workouts got to be outside because what if I don't want to go outside that day? It don't count because I did it in my house. Too many stipulations for me. All right. Why I got to be, so she was like, ain't nothing I do hard. So what you do is you press and you fight and you struggle and you for 75 days. Day 76, you so glad you made it. If you make it. Because it's a rare person that makes it through the 75 days. So many people bow out before 75 days and never make it through 75 days. But the typical person who does make it through their 75 days, day 76, they so glad they made it. Now, which one of these things I'm not about to do today? Now, immediately they've unraveled, right? Because it was too much. It was too heavy. Now, is it possible to do all those things in a day? I do believe it, see, but you can't get right from the left. My coach is a genius. My coach is a genius. Because here you go right here. You cannot get to the right from the left. Why? Because you could do all of those things. I believe you do it in reverse. All right. So why don't we just start with one workout of how long they make you work out? Y'all tell me. 75 minutes or 45 minutes? How long is it? 45 minutes? Why don't we just say we're gonna work out every day for 45 minutes? And do that for a while. And then they say you got to read a book. Let's read a book. And then do that for a while. Right? And as we're doing it, see, this is why you don't need willpower because you start believing you. You do something every day. You like, girl, look at you doing this thing every day. So now next time you tell yourself, guess what? We're going to read 10 pages in this book every day. Yourself is like, okay, bet, let's do it. We can do it. 10 pages. And then you get yourself to do that every day. Once you get consistent with it, then you add whatever the next thing is they got. However much water and whatever stuff they got. But see, we trying to do all of it. No. Brick by brick. Stack it. Get solid on one thing. But see, this ain't sexy. It's boring. Don't nobody want that. We want the flashy, we want the exciting, we want the fun, we want the grind. So we can post it on Instagram and tell everybody we did it. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. When I was the old me, okay, because I've been doing marathons. So doing in the last year, I have done 3 marathons, okay? With my friend, my wild and crazy friend and Coach Rochelle. Okay. But I had done before we did the one in October, I had done 6 marathons before. Y'all, I would get out there, okay, and run 20 miles just to go eat pancakes. You understand what I'm saying? Then I can't move no more days. I'm not new to long distance running, is what I'm saying. I need about 3 days off, okay? Don't ask me to do nothing tomorrow. Matter of fact, I ain't doing nothing for the next couple of days. So wow, that's impressive. I'm not gonna post that we ran these 20 miles and then we went to Cracker Barrel. We was planning Cracker Barrel while we was running. Like, you wanna go to Cracker Barrel? Yes, I do. What you gonna get? I'm gonna get I hope they had good biscuits. The biscuits better be fresh with that syrup. Okay. I don't post that part though. See, we want to post the part that so the 20, oh, everybody was finna know I did the 20 miles. Baby, you was about to these medals, you was about to see these things. You gonna see all my medals. I got you come to my house. I think Ro did them on her story. It ain't in my garage. I got them all over the house. I done a bunch of races, half full. You gonna see that. You don't see all these Oreos I be eating though. When I no, I used to not be, but when I am at the house, they ran 20 miles. How you gonna run 20 miles and don't get like a whole row of Oreos? How you gonna, I mean, how you just gonna eat 5 Oreos? No, you gonna eat like the whole row. Nobody saw that though. So stop doing it for the people. Do it for you. You want them to believe you, but the person you need to be trying to convince is you. You want the Instagram, TikTok people to see you do it, but you don't believe you. I learned this concept from Dave Ramsey many years ago. Y'all may have heard him say it. He talks about, and I teach my own children this concept of a trust rope, right? And so what he said he taught his children was that the more trustworthy you are, the more I can give you like space on the rope. Like I can unravel. You can have some distance between me and you on this trust rope. But when you start behaving in a way, I got to kind of reel you back in and pull you back in. The rope get a little tighter. All right. So my daughter, when she started doing things, I'm like, I don't know. We got a tight trust rope right now. It's real tight. Like she just asked me, because she goes somewhere with friends, and she said, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, my real life, baby. This is real life. My baby said, Mommy, you can trust me. She said, can I please ride home with my friend? Okay. You can trust me. Mommy, please. I said, no. But still, she's trying. You got to build your trust rope with you. Because you like, girl, you know you're not finna do that. When you tell you about to do something, I'm about to work out every day, you be like, girl, you said that last year. You said that last month. Now you said in January that you was gonna do that, and you ain't, girl, you're not finna do it. So you needs to see you do it. You need to see you do what you told you were gonna do. And then when you do what you told you were gonna do, you like, oh, I believe you when you say you gonna do what you told us you was gonna do. But we never get there. Cause soon as we gotta work late, soon as we got a trip, soon as we got an event, soon as we get, y'all think I stopped going to events? I got events on top of events on top of events on top of events in the next like month. So you got to say, okay, the question now becomes, how do I do what I know how to do in this environment? Or while I got this in the season, in the place, where everything I got going on, how can I do what it is I told myself I was going to do? But we abandon ship on us quickly. You don't take, we so weak with us, baby. Won't our spouses? Baby, want our spouses, because I know I told my husband a certified deal breaker is if you we done built a lot over here now. If you go try to share it with somebody else, I'm done. It's a deal breaker. Okay. We want our spouses to be loyal, but we'll bail on ourselves in a New York minute for a piece of cake. We'll bail on ourselves. So you got to build your credibility with yourself. So make it small. Because you got to build your trust back with you. All right. So you do not need to suffer your way to success. Okay. You don't need to suffer or grind or hustle your way into results and into winning. You just need, here are the things you need. You need a rhythm. You need consistency. You need grace. All right. Because you're not going to do it perfectly. So you need to have a rhythm, but you got to give yourself grace for the days when you don't. You got to have order, right? You need a system, a strategy, and you need your Heavenly Father. All right. So it's not that you got no strength. It's that you're applying it in the wrong places. You're not weak. You just try, you get, it's hard trying to force something that, listen, okay, here's a good example. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a metaphorical teacher. The other day, I was on my bike, I was on my Peloton. I haven't used it in a while. We were training for marathons for quite some time. And this some of y'all right here. So there's a little, my daughter wanted to ride it. And so we were letting the seat down for her, and I needed to let it back up for me. Well, apparently, because the seat thing hadn't been moved in so long, I don't know if it's rusted. I'm not really sure. Okay. But it was just stuck. Okay. We over there. I'm thinking I'm going to break the handle. I'm spraying WD-40 because I'm an independent woman, right? So I'm gonna try my best to get this done. Hey, Veronica, I'm gonna try my best to get this done without my husband's help. Okay. And we struggling. We like, I'm talking about hands hurting, WD-40 everywhere. It's ugly. This was some of us look like trying to lose weight. Okay, we applying all the wrong ointments and ailments and tricks and tips and just wearing ourselves. So you tired. You're tired. My husband coming there. I'm like, babe, I need your help. He coming there, do the little man, and then the thing you go release. And I'm like, you welcome, because I warmed it up for you. Okay. But that's how some of us look trying to do this thing. And that's not how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look like the way my husband did it. All right. So you applying the pressure in the wrong spots. All right. So I want to give you permission today. I want you to free yourself of fighting. I want you to be graceful with yourself. I want you to forgive yourself for 15 years. I probably abused, I would say my bad, really terrible eating habits started when I was 16 years old. So I had a lot of forgiving to do for me. Started at 16 because your girl got a job at McDonald's and I had my own money. So I had to wait for my mama to buy me no treat. I could buy my own treats, all right? Because my mama wasn't allowing these things to happen in her house. So when I got to 16, I could buy my own Oreos. I got to ask nobody. And I'm not sharing with y'all either, okay? I'm not sharing with y'all. So forgive yourself. I'm just saying, this is decades and decades and decades and decades. Forgive yourself. Give yourself grace. Because that's exactly what God has did. That's why you're still here. He didn't give us what we deserve. So give yourself grace. But I would make a commitment that I'm going to make sure I don't run out of grace. You see what I'm saying? Because we only hear by God's grace. And sometimes after a while, that gets old. God, like, okay, you don't want it. So we can stop playing. And I suggest that the easiest way to do that is to forgive yourself, give yourself grace, follow a strategy, and ask God to help you with the parts that are difficult. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I promise you. So, if you tired, baby, of struggling with weight loss like I was struggling with that Peloton seat, I need you to go to readysayhabits.com. Come get in the room inside the community. In this community, when you get in there, I'm going to give you, you heard me say give you, my Keep It Off Weight Loss plan, because it ain't about losing, it's about keeping it. I'm going to give you my simple plate cheat sheet that you can use. I don't care if you're on vacation or a wedding, you can make your plate the way it needs to be made with the simple plate cheat sheet. And you get the opportunity to schedule a 15-minute strategy call with me. And it's not just me over there, it's other people over there to help support you. So you don't have to do this by yourself. All right? So we want to build habits that last. When willpower, baby, gone. When willpower said, baby, I'm through with this. When willpower is dreaming about cake, we need habits. We need routines. We need systems. And no, they don't sound sexy, but they look sexy, okay? Once you get your results. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Joyce. No worries. Just come and catch the replay. Miss Joyce is one of my superstars. She's in my VIP community, so she get me all the time, okay? Uh, so I'm just saying, we got to stop thinking this thing has to look like a struggle. We got to stop thinking it looks like a struggle. Are there going to be moments of discomfort? Sure. But was your job again? Was it not uncomfortable when you learned how to drive a car? That was uncomfortable, but you did it. When you got your first job, wasn't that uncomfortable? Was okay. You trying to act all right and stuff. All right. I remember going to college. I moved to a whole nother state by myself without my mother. No parents, just me. That was really uncomfortable, but we made it. All right. So you can do uncomfortable things, but you should not be out here fighting against you. You shouldn't be. We should be grateful that God has given us the grace to make it this far. And we should be making a decision that we are not going to make him take that away from us. So we're going to get some order around ourselves. And we're going to do the little things well every day. That is all I got. I love y'all to life. If anything I said was a blessing to you today, please share with somebody you know and love. I'll be back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm here every single day. Every single day, Anthony, I am here. All right. So I absolutely love you to life. I love you enough to help you be well beyond the weight. And I will see you tomorrow.